thought it would happen because I genuinely really liked Giannis before, but I don't
Broadcasting
like him.
live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Matt, we're presented by Coors Light. The Molly Jim Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim
What
Rutledge.
the hell is Matt wearing?
A flag? Is that even legal, man?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yes. Go ahead and describe what you're wearing, Matt Hamilton.
I've got a very gaudy USA hoodie from my 2018 Olympic trip. I am a part of Andy North Trivia tonight, and I am an Olympian, so I figured I would dress the part.
And just wrap yourself in a flag. I like it.
Well, I mean, wear stuff that I got at the Olympics.
I like it.
I don't want to be, you know me, I'm anything but subtle, so we went bold with it.
Matt did go bold.
Yep.
Molly Brown in Milwaukee.
Less than bold, Molly
Still
Brown.
mourning the eventual loss of Giannis Antetokounmpo. And
It's okay, Molly.
primetime boy shine behind the glass in his Coors Light quarter zip, which
We all grieve in our own ways,
Whoa,
Jim.
switching it up today.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you got to do it with the Blue Mountains. What can you say?
yeah, and then
Change your pace.
I got my Milwaukee Bucks crew neck on. So you can see that on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. This is more. I want to get to Evan Cohen in a minute, but I want to throw this out. We can put this at the Jim, Matt, and Molly Twitter account, and you can chime in 844-770-3776. Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. Had the scheduled dental cleaning today, and what I wanted to know what everyone's process is before getting your teeth cleaned. One, I always get it done in the morning. I try to set it as close as possible. If the girls got school, I drop them off at school and I go right in to get my teeth cleaned, because obviously you want to make sure it's like trying to pass a test. You got to make floss at least a couple of days. If you remember ahead of time, at least the night before, the day of, brush your teeth, a little bit of mouthwash, because I don't want to be judged by the hygienist and be like, this dude's mouth is stank. Especially when I walk in and they're like, oh, I listen to the show one time to time, and I'm like, oh god,
They know me. Yeah.
it's not even like that. It's more of oh no, now they're gonna say Jim Rutledge has disgusting teeth if I don't come in pre-cleaned.
Jim Rutledge.
And so I kind of try to put my best foot forward. It's like when you have people over and you try to clean your house up. I'm making sure my mouth is clean before I go there, so she has the least amount of work as possible. Prime, what do you do when you go do you get your teeth cleaned every 6 months?
Okay, yes.
I
Thank you
didn't
very much.
I didn't at your age.
Really?
No, I didn't have.
My
dental-
husband doesn't either. We have dental
Still, every
insurance.
6
I
months.
schedule it, and then I have to force him to go. Otherwise, he's just he doesn't really want to go.
I didn't have dental
But his
insurance.
teeth are fine. I don't know.
As soon as I got they're not though. I'll tell you what. No offense, but I didn't go for a few years, and they're like, what? I was there for, I swear to God, 2 hours the first time I went, because I just didn't have dental insurance, so I didn't go.
What, so they said you had a bunch of cavities?
No,
and we
no
gotta-
cavities or anything like that. But when they cleaned my teeth, it was like there was smoke coming out, they're power sanding all the grime off your teeth. Because when you go in, they'll clean the stuff off your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go in for a while; they're really getting after it. So I just remember being like, "This is awful. I am going to go every 6 months or never again," because I was in a chair for, I swear, 2 hours, because I didn't have insurance when I first started
Right.
with Good Karma, or we had some sort of not great health dental insurance. So I was like, I'm not going. And then when I finally started going, I was like, this is a lot. So it's not bad now.
So
now
all
I'm in
of
and
you
out.
guys go every 6 months,
Yeah.
clockwork?
I do, yeah.
Molly?
I do, because I get cavities crazy. I don't know why, but I heard my dad has always gotten cavities, all the things. I've always gotten cavities, no matter if I use electric toothbrushes and stuff. But I haven't had a cavity in a couple years now, which is pretty
It is
good
just
for me. But
genetics.
yeah, I go every
because
6 months.
It is just genetics, because my wife is she's on top of cleaning her teeth like nobody else. She's had a few cavities. I've had one in my entire life. The girls don't have cavities, but they have other issues with their gums kind of are already kind of it's kind of predisposed to things. No
Right,
matter
yeah.
how good you are, there's only so much you can do with your teeth.
Right.
But obviously so I'm paying for it. So I'm like, if I'm paying for it, I'm going every 6 months. So Prime, what is your pre-dental cleaning routine?
I just, like you said, try to go as early as I can in the morning, like 8:30, 9-ish. So then maybe I work out in the morning, drink a ton of water, brush my teeth.
Work out before you go to the dentist? Or you
Why
trying
not?
To
Yeah,
impress?
you wanna
I'm
get a
not
little
trying to
pump
impress.
up.
Sounds
What are you
good
gonna
for
go
the
in?
hygienist, baby.
I want to keep my routine.
Yeah, you
Look,
don't want to go
okay.
in all flabby.
Look, I will say,
Get that
They're like,
pump going,
he's
man.
primetime Wollersheim.
they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That is actually a thing. They
Primetime Woller shoulders.
Swoller shoulders. Swole shoulders.
Swoller shoulders.
Swollersheim. Primetime Swollersheim. Though they do know me as Primetime Wollersheim when I go to the dentist, is the funny thing. Is
No,
because
they don't.
Yes,
No, they
because
don't.
my dentist is actually a fan of Jim Mad Molly. That would be Mike Damro of Damro Dental in Neenah, Wisconsin. He
Wait,
actually-
you go to Neenah every 6 months to get your teeth done?
so I haven't.
Is this your childhood dentist?
This is my childhood dentist. Yes.
But it's
So I haven't
to his defense,
changed-
it's a good
I'm-
excuse to get home, though.
Yeah, do
That
you still
is-
get to like pick through the treasure chest for your toy when you're done?
Yeah, I
or-
get the little McDonald's gift card on the
Yeah.
way
Are you still
out.
on your
$10.
parents' insurance, Ryan?
So this was up until I was on my parents' insurance, which was still back in August. So I think my last dentist appointment was in July. So therefore, yes, I am a little behind actually, because I still haven't found exactly a new dentist down in the Madison area. We have dental insurance through GKB, which I'm very proud of and very happy of. I just
Proud of.
Yeah, no,
very
I get
proud
what
of.
you're saying. I love the choice
I'm
of
proud
word.
they give me some necessities.
Yes, very proud of. I have a great workplace, truly. But Mike Damro is a fan of Jim Matt Molly because apparently, now the tough thing is that it's the dentist, so I only see him once every 6 months, so I don't remember all the details specifically. But I believe what it is actually is that he went to, oh my gosh, what's the college in Appleton, Wisconsin? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Fox Valley Tech?
Not
Lawrence?
Fox Valley, Lawrence College, yes, which I believe Molly's where
Lawrence
your
University, but
Lawrence
yes.
University, which is where your grandfather was a
Yes.
football coach. So I think
No, my dad was.
your dad was. So what it was is Mike. He actually played track and field or ran track and field or whatever it was at Lawrence College.
My dad was a track coach too, so I wonder if they
So I
if they
think-
cross paths.
I think that's what it was. I think your dad was actually his coach at one point, and because of that, he knows Jim Matt Molly, and he's a big
Weird.
fan of Molly Brown too. Yes, actually.
Nice.
Ah,
There you
okay.
go. Yeah.
So that
Join
has
the
been
club, Mike.
that has been a
It's a
story.
big fan club.
1
Yeah.
year in the waiting.
I'm a
So-
bottomless pit. I love that. Wait, but actually, Ryan, if you don't want to find another dentist, chances are our dental insurance works at your same dentist for one.
It does because it's part of the same dental association. But I'm also like, I
not
should
to get too deep in it, but
I should probably
Yeah,
grow.
let's just get through. Let's just like.
Should we do it on
Yeah.
the air? Should we figure it out
Yeah,
right now?
get your,
Driving 2 hours
go to
each
United
way
Health,
to get your
yeah,
teeth
bit.
go to
cleaned is a-
UnitedHealthcare.com and let's just dig into it.
Yeah,
let's
I'll
just
pass.
go. Like, yeah.
I'll pull up ADP right now. Let's do it.
All right, Matt, what do you do pre-dentist? And how often do you go?
It's. I think I got a text alert that said you are 360 some days late. So I'm at least 1.5 years since I've been to the dentist,
Okay.
which is not good. Which is silly because my dentist is a buddy of mine. Like, I'm surprised he hadn't texted me. Like, bro, get in here.
he will after he hears this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So, the routine is I'm very nervous about it. I've got a couple friends who, like, I got one friend who's a pediatric dentist, and when you hear stories, obviously they're not dropping names, but they're just telling you how like gross kids' mouths are.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I do not want my dentist talking with his other buddies about how gross one of his patients is. So I'm pretty on top of it. I'm normally not much of a flosser. I get the floss picks, which isn't quite as effective
I use
as
those.
real
Yep.
flossing.
Yep.
But I'll use those like religiously for like a week prior to, because I don't want them saying like, oh, your gums are inflamed or swollen or, whatever. I'm just trying to, I don't want them to give me any critique. So I'm totally with you. I overdo it.
How
way
often?
too much.
How often do you guys floss like on a regular basis?
Oh, with the when I have those picks, which is like almost all the time now, it's daily.
Daily.
Yeah, because they're there right
That's
next
very
to
good.
they're right next to my like toothbrush. I'll grab them after a meal if I feel
That
like
is
I've got something.
one of the greatest feelings ever. You eat an apple and it gets stuck in your teeth, and you
Yeah.
just
Eat
floss
some
that
corn,
thing out.
some
Fridays-
steak,
Fridays-
some orange peel.
Fridays
Orange-
get out more
Yeah.
or stay in more. I don't know. That's one of the greatest feelings ever. I don't like.
I didn't say greatest. I
mean,
said satisfying.
it is satisfying.
Second
You're right.
greatest feeling. Second greatest satisfying feeling. Oh God, Ryan.
I didn't say second
Whoa.
greatest. You're the one
You
who
said
said
greatest.
second greatest.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said
first
greatest.
greatest.
I didn't say. I said one of the
Nothing
greatest.
in Ryan's
Other stuff
life is
comes
more
next.
satisfying than digging out teeth, digging out food from his teeth.
Only better when I eat an orange. That's the only other substitute.
That's a deep cut. I appreciate it for the off-the-air reference there.
You have no idea how much I appreciate it.
844-770-3776. It's the Carver's Talking text line. List is more. What is your pre-dentist routine? Molly?
So Matt, you brought up the little flosser thingies. So
Yeah.
I was good at it when I kept them in my car.
Yeah, I have mine in my
don't
truck.
have them in my car anymore because, like, if I'm driving, I'll be like, oh, like I might as well just be flossing. I can be multitasking right now. I'm a big multitasker, right?
And I should go
So-
80 while I floss.
Yeah.
I mean,
Allegedly.
how other
Sorry.
fast are you going to go? Duh. So I will say I have been bad about flossing recently. So probably when I have like my dentist, when I see that it's coming up on my calendar, I'm like, all right, 3 days before I'll start flossing, so it looks like it. But then sometimes your gums are inflamed. Then if you haven't done it for a while, and then you're just like, okay, well they can tell now. The last time that I went though, the girl did ask me. She's like, how many times do you brush your teeth a day? And you guys, I don't know if this makes me disgusting. I use an electric toothbrush, so in my mind, it's not that bad. I only brush my teeth one time a day.
That's the second time she's
Like-
thrown out. I've got an electric toothbrush.
Hold on. What, Molly?
Yeah, one's
I only brush my teeth one time a day in the morning. I don't want to do it at night. Like I don't like
All
the
right,
taste
so-
of toothpaste in
my
my mouth
gosh,
at night.
I could
Like,
not
I don't want that.
imagine
No.
going
It's like
to
a
bed.
wake. It's like a wake you up feeling. Really?
So to be
No.
fair,
But she told me she's like if you only brush your teeth one time a day, you should do it at the end of the day. And I'm like, well, I can't go to work with like stinky ass breath.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
like
no,
that's not
why you brush
happening.
them in the morning too. That's
Yeah,
why you
but
just
like
double up.
if I'm gonna choose one, I'm picking the morning.
so
Less
to,
time. You
to be
guys.
fair, the one that I will never miss is the morning. If
Yes.
if I fall asleep on the
Yeah.
couch and I'm going upstairs, I'm like, I'm out. I'm going to bed.
Yes.
Like-
On occasion.
Like
Wait.
if I'm going to bed right now and I'm getting ready for bed, I will brush my teeth. But if which is probably like a couple times a week, if I'm just like hanging out or I got to take the dog for like, and all of a sudden I'm getting to bed late or like I lost track of time and it's just then it's like I'm just going to bed. Maybe I got mouthwash. Maybe I'll throw some mouthwash around
Yep.
and get anything off my teeth and I'm going to bed.
But even mouthwash, that like wakes you up. Like if you're tired and you're ready for bed, like
Do you think
wanna
there's
be woken up
caffeine in
again.
toothpaste? Like what?
No,
No, but it's like
mint
that
is
like
invigorating.
It's like
I
the
get
minty
that.
like
Yeah.
zing
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I get what you're saying.
I
yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. If I'm really trying to like be on top of eating, I'll brush my teeth and be like earlier, like when I put the girls to bed, so then I won't have a snack. The problem
you
is I
still
still
have
end
a
up doing
snack,
it.
yeah.
But like,
So
I'm
wait,
like,
you brush your teeth and then have a snack?
Maybe.
Really?
You try and fight it. Yeah, I've definitely been there.
The idea is like I'm going to brush
Depends
my
how
teeth.
hungry you are.
Yeah, the idea is I'm going to brush my teeth and then I won't have a snack because I already brushed my teeth.
But then I have zero
Okay.
willpower,
Yes.
and then I have a
Okay.
snack.
Yes. Then I eat those
And
Peanut
I have
butter
an ice cream
pretzels.
bar.
yeah, peanut butter pretzels or whatever.
Yeah.
Ice cream, whatever.
So the advantage to being Peter Pan and working 3 to 6, if you include
3?
the drive-in.
Oh, okay. All right.
3 to 5 today, by the way.
No, it's 3 to 6 today.
3 to 6?
Yeah.
Oh, we get a full show. Okay.
Yeah, just about. I might skip out for the last segment, but most of the show, much
To
longer
do
than
the
just
Andy
5.
North and Friends.
He has a very good reason today.
I get to. I'll have lunch and I'm at home. I just go brush my teeth after I have lunch. So I would say more often than not, I'm brushing 3 times a day.
Wow.
See, that's kind of crazy.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, why not? You're at home. You eat lunch. I'm like
That is truly what you do when you just have nothing else to do. You just got all the
Well,
free
before I
time.
sign like some
There's
trading cards or I take a nap.
Yeah, you
like
gotta-
before,
you gotta be
basically
clean.
before I go to sleep,
Yeah.
I like to brush my teeth a little bit. And if I'm gonna take that
Guys,
little
there's times on the-
1:30 to 2:30 nap, get a little toothbrush in.
There's times on the weekend when like I'm not doing anything and I'm literally just around my kids, and like I don't brush my teeth until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's like my first time.
I've
brushing my
definitely
teeth.
been busted.
Maybe I'm disgusting, but
No,
like
I've definitely been busted by
I'm
like
a
my
little
wife and
disgusted.
kids.
I
And
would
it's not
say
so
no.
much
I'm
like
a little disgusted.
that's definitely happened to me. They don't say anything.
I don't want to get too close to this mic anymore.
So like, because there will
why do you think it has
Molly's
a little
mic.
mic cushion on it?
I know. Thank God I have my own mic cushion on. I feel
Wait,
like I
so
can
you
smell
do,
your
like-
teeth.
if
I'm a bottomless pit.
if I get up on like a Saturday morning, I'm up before everyone else. Like I'm out of routine and I'll lose track of time, and then I'll be like, oh wait, like and my wife will be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have to brush my teeth. We're leaving the house, and she'll be like, it's 2:30. I'm like, yeah,
2:30.
like I've been like I didn't go anywhere. Like I was downstairs, I lost track of time. I forgot I ate breakfast, I had
Oh.
coffee, forgot I didn't brush my teeth. But now I can just feel like we're gonna be out in public. I should brush my teeth before we head out.
That's the worst feeling in the world. I couldn't imagine like waking up and not like the first thing I do to go brush my teeth.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do when I first wake up.
like I don't like coffee is
Okay, let's
second,
just lay
but-
it on Molly right now.
Yeah.
My God, what
Yeah.
are we
No,
doing?
no,
Now I know what it
I-
feels like to be Jim.
But wait,
No
I'm
kidding.
with you. Not so much on the week, but even the week. Like I get up and I make coffee and I have my coffee. I'll brush my teeth. Usually after I take the girls to school.
So you'll brush your teeth after coffee.
Yeah.
That
and,
sounds-
like breakfast.
That's the right
So
time.
you don't wanna brush it
That's not
before.
a bad idea. Yeah, the coffee breath is real.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Because like I gotta get up, get the girls going. So I make coffee. I'll make their breakfast. I'll usually have some breakfast with them, and then I'll finish my coffee, breakfast, take them to school, come home, and brush my teeth and get ready for the day.
Okay.
Get yelled at for taking a 5-minute shower by my oldest, so I can get her to school on time. Jesus. Every day, be faster. I get in the shower at 7:59 and I get out at 8:07. She's still mad at me.
Existing.
Yes.
Hey,
exactly.
when we chop
That's
all
8
that hair
minutes,
off,
Jim.
it'll be a lot faster.
Yes, it will. We'll do that tomorrow. Matt's excited to shave my head.
Yeah. I didn't even have to win a
Bald,
bet.
bald,
What's that?
Bald,
like
Molly.
Dr. Evil bald.
I don't know if we're that part is we're gonna start with.
I'm bringing the wax. We're gonna wax that sucker. Yeah,
Do I
you'll
get
be
to
able
go-
you'll be able to brush your
One
teeth
little
in the
strip?
back of his head.
That's disgusting.
Don't worry, Jim. It's only once a day,
Do
maybe.
you know what that was?
yeah. All right, Carbon World Health. They won't help you with your dental health, but they can help you with hydrofacials. They can help you with red light therapy, cryotherapy, obviously semaglutide treatments and hormone treatments, all at Carbon World Health in Madison and in Middleton. We're going to be out there next Friday for
Sun Prairie.
in Sun Prairie for AI. No, we're going to be in Madison. We're
No.
for
No,
no,
You
I'm
just never mind.
all right. What did I say? Middleton.
No, she said Sun Prairie. You said Madison.
No.
And now you said
You
Middleton.
said Madison and Middleton.
Yes,
and
I
then
was
said
thinking of
Sun
some.
Prairie.
I was thinking of somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. It's Madison and Sun Prairie. Madison is where the AI massage will be, and we're all going to get
yeah.
Beep, boop,
AI
bop, bop, beep.
massages.
Oh, Allen Iverson rubbing me down.
Yep.
Nice.
And then you're also going to end up with cornrows.
Yeah.
That's also done. So I hope you're all ready for cornrows.
I am.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think I've listened and watched this show long enough to know that Molly's mind is just always in the gutter. It doesn't matter what she says.
Mine.
Yeah, Molly.
Jim says something, and Molly's eyebrows just go up. She's looking for a giggle.
Yeah.
I'm a bottomless. You're not wrong.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid EXL sedan for as low as $359 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
For the big game this year, upgrade what's in your cooler. Meet Carbless, handcrafted premium cocktails in a can made with real spirits and big, bold flavor. Zero sugar, zero carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. Carbless delivers bartender quality cocktails that are easy to enjoy from kickoff to the final play. Perfect for watch parties, game day spreads, or packed living rooms. When the food is hot and the game is loud, crack open a cold Carbless. Stock up on flavors like black raspberry, lemon lime, and pineapple before game day. Carbless, full of flavor, ready for kickoff.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Starion Bank redefines local banking in Madison. As a community bank with a commitment to Dane County, experience a banking relationship where your goals are our priority. Enjoy competitive deposit and loan rates and a partnership that thrives on local engagement and support. Starion Bank is more than a full-service financial institution. It's a community pillar dedicated to your prosperity. Visit one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, offering banking, lending, mortgage, and cash management.
Kick off 2026 strong with Johnson Fitness and Wellness, the largest specialty fitness retailer in the country, with 2 locations right here in Madison. Find the top-rated fitness and strength equipment guided by certified fitness experts who will match the right equipment to your goals, space, and budget. Now during the New Year's sales event, save up to $1,600 on treadmills, up to $2,500 on premium massage chairs, and get free weight plates on select Force USA gyms. Visit Johnson Fitness and Wellness today or shop online at johnsonfitness.com.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
If you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your goals, Zoa Energy is the answer. It's packed with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and electrolytes for a clean focus boost without the jitters. It's also vegan, gluten-free, and it comes in a variety of bold flavors. So if you want to pick some up for yourself, head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Evan Cohen is going to be joining us next. And I saw the text of this tweet from Unsportsmanlike, and I thought this has to be a misrepresentation because in no way would a sane person think this. And I know Evan, for the most part, being a sane person. But no, this was Evan's take, and we're going to play it right now. It was on Unsportsmanlike this morning here on ESPN Madison.
If I were the Milwaukee Bucks, I would not trade him. And I don't mean just now, like literally ever. Unless he says to me, I want to leave, which then, because of this amazing partnership for the last 12 years, I would actually honor his request because I think the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis have given every ounce of effort to make each other great. I think this has been an unbelievable partnership for 12 years. You could look at what they've done from Miles Turner to Dame Lillard to Drew Holiday. They try, and it worked. They got a championship, and I will never, ever get a person or player ever to walk through my doors again like that. If he wants to ask out, I would do it. But he's eligible for a 4-year, $275 million contract extension on October 1st. If he wants to say no, I then have still another full season of Giannis's services. I would still not trade him.
Man, that is it's tough because you feel like Giannis has always said he is about championships, right? He wants to build his legacy. He's said that multiple times. If you keep him through this year, make him play out his contract next year, and then offer him the Supermax, and he is serious, and he's absolutely honest about what he said, that I would rather win championships means more to me than the money, and he walks and, obviously would take less money because it'd be his second Supermax in Milwaukee versus going somewhere else. Mm-hmm. If you are absolutely hosed as an organization, you got nothing for him. He isn't going to bring you back to the championship this year or next. Like, if you call that bluff and say, no, Giannis will definitely take the money over the going somewhere else to possibly chase a ring, mm-hmm. and he calls that bluff and he walks, you are sitting there with egg on your face, no draft picks, and we talked about sports purgatory.
Yep.
The Bucks would be in absolute sports purgatory until like 2032. And that's if they draft perfectly when they finally get control of their own picks again. Like,
and do you trust John Horst to do that?
No. And that's the thing is, like, I hear what Evan's saying, and I completely agree that both parties have tried their best to do right by one another. But at some point, you got to find out where he wants to go. Do your best to get him there and get what you can for him. Because if he walks, you are left with nothing. I just can't imagine.
See, so this is an insane take by Evan, and I'm excited for him to come on our show in a little bit to explain it because I really don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like you were just saying, the longer you keep him on this roster, the less you're going to get for him. That's what I don't get. He's like a car. The more miles he has on him, the less he's going to be worth. So I don't understand why you wouldn't trade him. Why are you laughing? That's a good analogy.
It is.
Great analogy.
That's why we're laughing. It made me chuckle, but it is a good one.
Yeah.
Because it was the first smart thing that I've ever said. Or like, what was the chuckle for?
No.
You
we're laughing with you, Molly.
Yeah.
It was a good.
You said at least a handful of smart things in a year that you've been with us.
Oh yeah, that's real rich of you to say. But no, I genuinely don't understand.
Molly.
You have the high IQ.
I
don't get it.
I chuckled because it was a really good.
It was a great analogy. Yeah, I chuckled too because I thought it was good. He's the.
Call me Mrs. NBA.
He's the 2025, Chevy Silverado that just rolled off the lot, and he's going to be less valuable in 1 year.
Actually, and Molly, this is not a. I'm not going to like bust her for Mrs. Steal Your Take because that's not what she did. She definitely does not listen to Bill Simmons. But they actually did a comp Bill Simmons podcast. I forgot who he was on with, but he talked about how this Giannis trade is interesting of what is his value because it's like this super awesome sports car, but it's on blocks right now. And you're like, well, it's great when it runs, but it's been in the shop 6 times in the last 7 years. And so to Molly's point, it is actually a great comp to the car thing because it is like this premier sports car, but like how reliable is it? Like if you are a team,
it's like a British sports car,
right? And so
always something wrong with it, but it runs great when it's running.
So when you're like looking at this sort of
yeah,
thing,
baby. No, you don't think about some cars?
Yeah. Second best thing you've said on our airwaves, Molly. That was the best.
Thank you.
So when you're when you're looking to trade Giannis, in my opinion, take the trade that you can get. Not saying that you want to give him away, but if you can get something that really feels like a haul, take it because
trade in the sports car for something a little more utilitarian.
Well, it's also a lot more of like
minivan, maybe.
It's more of instead of trading in for a minivan.
I love my Kia Carnival.
It's more of
Metro Kia of Madison hoy.
It's more of like, hey, instead of buying, instead of having this super, I don't know what the Bentley. Let's say I have this Bentley that's 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get 7 cars, all different kinds? You could get a convertible.
You get that Kia Carnival and fill it up with players.
Right.
7 seats.
Yes.
Metro Kia of Madison hoy.
But
I have a basketball team at home, guys.
Right.
If the Bucks need anybody,
so
they need bodies.
It's one of those things where like that is where they need to do that. They need to reset. They're basically trading your car and get some cash and then buy what you want. And so that's where the Bucks are at. And I'm curious to why Evan thinks that the Bucks should just ride this Bentley. Because honestly, the take is, and I hate it, is that woe is us. We're never going to get a great player ever again. So let's just keep this great player for as long as we can.
Well, kind of like what Molly pointed out, though. Like, do you also trust the Bucks and specifically John Horst?
Well, he didn't say that, but nobody trusts the Bucks to do.
But I mean, Evan has always said that he respects John Horst a lot. He thinks he's one of the better GMs in the NBA because of what he's done to help build around Giannis and to attempt to always capitalize on this championship window. Now that it hasn't come through. But at
don't confuse effort with results.
I agree. Results are not great, but the moves they've made.
But at least he tried.
Hey, Jim, we in Wisconsin have seen a lot of our franchises not have the effort to go get players and build it. So when you see the Bucks do it, it's refreshing.
But
it's just like Micah Parsons. Brian Gutekunst brought him in. Now, who knows how it's actually going to pan out? It could be something similar to how the Bucks stuff panned out.
Yeah.
At least you did it.
Yeah.
Could be their version of the Dame trade. Is that what you're saying?
Could be.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they did
God,
it.
let's hope not, but it could.
I'm
Please,
not
God, no.
calling Horst good because he tries.
So my point is, though, do you trust GM John Horst to, once he makes the trade for Giannis and gets that Kia Carnival with the 7 seats, do you trust him to fill those seats?
8, but it's fine.
To me, it is about the trade that they get. And so if John Horst, I will judge it on this, if John Horst does this and pulls off a trade where he is trying to rebuild on the fly and he's trying to put together a team that can be a 6 seed next year, I don't trust him. The Bucks are screwed. They're trying to figure out how to maintain filling the stadium. They care more about that than anything else. I do not trust John Horst.
Weird thought for Milwaukee.
If that's the trade that he does, they're cooked. If he takes, let's say, the Golden State trade, where it could be Jimmy Butler's contract and then 2 young starting players and 4 draft picks, maybe some pick swaps in there, that is the start of something. And so, to me, I will define John Horst as a GM, and I'll define my trust in him of what he does on the trade deadline. If he moves Giannis and gets a bunch of picks and young players, and he moves Miles Turner and gets picks and young players, and he moves Kuzma, and he moves Bobby Portis, and moves anyone else on this roster that anyone wants, move them all, including like AJ Green. What's the point of AJ Green? Like, just move everyone.
Didn't he just sign a contract?
Yeah, but what do we need a contract? I don't want to pay anyone. AJ Green can score points. We can get any dude off the street and score points for a 7-win team. Like, that's what I want. I want the worst team possible with as many picks as possible. Let's bottom out and go right back up.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to, like, bottom out when we have control of our pick?
But if you get 4 picks, you do have – next year, though, you're either going to get your pick and New Orleans pick. New Orleans is also bad.
True.
And then you also have Golden State. You have all these other picks. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if you want that number 1 pick, you can't be bad until 2030.
You can't split the baby and try to win 30 games because you're not going to get a good enough player. And so I just want to reset. I want everything off the books, and I want this team to be completely reset as fast as possible. Because if you're trading all those players, you could end up with 7, 8 first-round picks. And it's not yours, but you still have all these picks.
That takes such trust in your ownership to, one, make the deal, and then get the right players that are going to make you better.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's super dangerous, right? But at least getting young players, you have like a fairly proven commodity.
Oh God, I will quit this team if they go and get a bunch of dudes to keep on this team to be a 7 seed. That's disgusting.
I get it. There's 2 different ways to look at it. They haven't really thrived in the draft outside of Giannis.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but that just means like, oh, we're terrible at picking people, so we'll just take people we know is good, and then we can't pay them because we're going to have too many guys coming up on contracts, and we're going to be in the same damn position, but without Giannis.
Paying Dame through 2030 doesn't help.
Right.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't trust John Horst. Let's talk to Evan Cohen on the other side. This is Jim Matt Mobbs and by Coors Light.
Giannis Watch has begun. Will the Bucks move him? Stay up to date on Giannis's future in Milwaukee right here on Madison's home of the Bucks. 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European. New year, new Audi. The search for your new Audi begins at Audi Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Receive 2.99% APR for 72 months when you purchase a 2025 Audi Q5 Quattro. Offer is only available until February 2nd. Check out AudiMadison.com to browse and see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Well, the big game is almost here. There's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Hey, it's Mark Tauscher with ESPN Wisconsin, and with the football season coming to a close, this is your last chance to stay in the action before next year. Prize Picks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy. You build a lineup in under 60 seconds and just pick more or less on at least 2 player projections and watch the game with even more excitement. Well, one of my favorite things about Prize Picks is the new social feeds feature. You can find your community, see what other players are picking, and even copy lineups from winners with a single click, or follow Prize Picks partners and tail their picks instantly. And new this season, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
The Bucks are listening to trade offers on Giannis. Is this the end of an era in Milwaukee? Continue reacting right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
There's a lot to address with you guys. I always appreciate you guys having me on every other week. I also have learned clearly none of you ever listen to our show.
From Madison to the Big Apple.
If I were the Milwaukee Bucks, I would not trade him. And I don't mean just now, like literally ever. Unless he says to me, I want to leave. Because I think the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis have given every ounce of effort to make each other great. And I will never, ever get a person or player ever to walk through my doors again like that.
It's time for Evan Cohen on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
That is Evan Cohen's theme music. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown in Milwaukee. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
He's got the Go Boona Bar shirt on.
Nice.
Go Boona Bar.
That is, and Matt is decked out in his Mr. USA outfit.
Yeah, baby.
And I am rocking my Milwaukee Bucks crew neck. For the last few days, I can feel proud to be a Bucks fan because I feel like Giannis is going to be gone, Evan. And we did ask, and this is fascinating, we did ask our audience off of your take earlier today. Evan Cohen says the Bucks should never trade Giannis. Do you agree? And right now, we posted it just less than an hour ago. 50 votes is 50-50.
Does that mean that was a good take by me, I guess, and a good question by you guys? Right? So, Jim, Matt, Molly, I don't believe that people agree with my concept of what I'm saying here. Because conceptually, and I see Molly shaking her head already, conceptually, what I'm saying is I am willing to let him walk out the door for nothing. For literally nothing. Let me explain. So I believe that the Milwaukee Bucks technically have 3 shots at this. The first, let me be clear, 3 shots to improve, not to trade him, to improve. Chance number 1. In theory, and they're not going to do this, nor should they for this week because they're out of it with his injury. In theory, they could try to find a way to add to their team before the trade deadline. That's chance number 1, shot number 1. Shot number 2, they don't trade him. Season ends. They don't talk to him. Literally, don't talk to him because he says he's not going to ask out. Fine. What my shot now is, if I'm John Horst, the general manager, is I now have a lottery pick. Because I didn't make the playoffs. I now have extra picks down the line. I have an expiring contract of Kyle Kuzma. I have 3 years left, if I'm not mistaken, of Miles Turner, who a lot of teams would be interested in, maybe even to give up a first-round pick for, or I could keep him. And I have these young players now because I just drafted. So now, or I could use this to trade for an established player for the team that may not be as good. Shot number 2, season ends, before free agency, around the draft, and in free agency, I could try to add to the team. Shot number 3, I offer him a contract extension on October 1st of 2026, where I'm now eligible to offer him 4 years, $275 million. He likely is going to say no. And then I realize, well, I could still add to my team before the trade deadline next year, 1 year from now. And I have a chance to do that. And then, at the end of next season, he has to then say, I'm sorry, I'm not picking up my player option, and I'm leaving on my own. This is not well, they traded me, I never asked out. No, I have to say, no, I don't want to be here, and I want to leave. And if I'm the Bucks, and I look around my offices, and I look around downtown Milwaukee, and I look at the Pfizer Forum, and I look at the Deer District, and I realize none of this is here without him, he has to leave me. I'm not leaving him. No chance.
So you're right that the Bucks have nothing without Giannis, in my opinion. Like, it feels like they are dead in the water. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Deer District, all that stuff. Gone.
My bad on the little email thing there. No, I'm just saying my bad on the email. I apologize. That might be off. Yeah.
But so my fear, and this is where I guess I don't understand your take, is like in the last segment we were just talking about it. I compared Giannis to a car. The more miles you put on it, the less the less value the car has. That's how I feel with Giannis. So in your situation, is Giannis playing another minute in a Bucks uniform, or is he not playing this entire time?
Well, what do you want to play out, Molly? What could be the dream scenario, logical scenario, what I would propose? Like, what would you like to play out? Because I think that question you asked is a good question. I don't know how I answer it based on where you want me to go with it. So what scenario would you like me to play out with this?
Well, in all three of your scenario, like your three options that you said that could happen.
Yeah, so he does.
He does.
Yeah. Yes, just not this year. Dream scenario. Doesn't play at all this year. I then try to trade off pieces, right? I then sit there and say, like, is there any chance somebody gives me something for Ryan Rollins, who's, like, pretty good, but, like, sure, like, take him. Like, would somebody give me an extra second-round pick for Gary Trent, who's a good shooter and on a cheap deal? I mean, could I really cash in on Miles Turner, who I think is a fit next to Giannis? But I'm going the other way. I want to lose as many games as possible. Because the misperception and conception here is they don't have a draft pick. No. They don't have the best version of the possible draft picks they could have, but because they're bad and the Pelicans are bad, they'll have a lottery pick. I want more picks. And then let's just say somehow, some way, if I'm the Bucks, I'm making this up, I trade, hypothetically, Miles Turner to the Boston Celtics straight up for Anthony Simons, who's a guard that no one has heard of in Wisconsin right now. But he's on an expiring contract, and I get a first-round pick to do it. Well, now I have 2 first-round picks, and I have the one deep out. Now, what? I have a lottery pick, but maybe it's a lottery pick to get one of the superstars, but maybe it's between 5 and 10 to get one of the potential superstars. Who could be available? Who else is doing the Giannis by then that I now have 3 first-rounders to give up? Interesting. Like now, so he doesn't play the rest of the season, but he does play with them next season in my scenario, yes.
So, should Milwaukee Bucks fans trust John Horst and the Bucks front office to be smart about this? Because I know in your clip you said they've tried, they've brought in all these guys, and yes, I agree with that. But they haven't had the smartest moves. One of them being, you're going to pay Dame Lillard for how many more years? Like, should Bucks fans actually trust this Bucks front office?
Versus what? Like, let's just see. The Milwaukee Brewers are awesome every year, but never win the World Series. The Green Bay Packers are contending every year, but never win the Super Bowl. The Wisconsin Badger basketball team has been amazing, and we've gotten to the Final Four, but we've never won it all. The Wisconsin football, Barry Alvarez's teams were amazing. Barry Alvarez, go boo in a bar, is not there anymore. So, versus what? They should be considered the most trustworthy team in the state of Wisconsin because they're the only team in recent memory that's actually
Wisconsin
won.
Isn't what I want them to compare themselves to. I'm thinking about OKC. Jim talked about OKC yesterday. You look at that franchise. My God, they've done so
But
much.
Molly, you're allowing your business to walk out the door. He's your business. I mean, Matt's a perfect example. Matt is a good sports fan, but Matt is not breaking down like Jim and I would or Molly would, like the loser. Oh, well, how about the 11th guy in the Bucks? Did you see him tonight? No, what Matt's probably saying, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. What you and your buddies are probably saying is, yo, you want to go see Giannis tonight? I got free tickets. Right? And that's what a lot of people probably not you want to see the Bucks. You want to go see Giannis tonight. So you can litter that roster, Molly, with all kinds of young players like the Thunder did. But before any of them become Shea, Matt and his friends are not going to be like, yo, you want to see Lou Dort tonight? Jim and I would. Jim and I would go. Lou Dort's the kind of player that Jim and I both love because he's going to fight you and be grimy and all that. But you're not going to fill up an arena with the, yo, you want to go see Lou Dort tonight. He's a player in the Thunder for anybody who's unaware.
That seems accurate. No, I have no idea who Lou Dort is. It seems accurate as far as you're right. Do you want to go see Giannis in a Bucks jersey is basically the conversation if we're going to a game.
Right.
And that's the point. And I would be bummed if I went to a game and he was sitting. Like, whether it be a rest day or he's injured. Like, right now, if someone asked me if we'll go to a Bucks game, I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, now, hold on. Matt, play this out. Let me pretend something.
Yeah.
I'm the starting quarterback for the Packers, and Jim is the starting wide receiver. You going to go to the Packers game? Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's on the team.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's the point. And the Brewers, to their credit, have churned the roster so much that it may not matter who's on the team because you now trust they're going to be good enough to compete for 162. May not be good enough to win it all, but good enough to compete for 162.
Yeah.
Jim, you've been very quiet. This is stunning. Are you okay?
Jim's waiting for his chance to get after you.
No,
I would love it. Bring it.
I already said that, and we kind of got into it a little bit. I think your take is ridiculous because I would look at it like this. It's operating from a position of weakness that we can't do better than Giannis, and we can't ever have anything good like this again and everything stacked against us instead of a way of being aggressive and smart. And I know I'm using one of the best GMs in all of sports with Oklahoma City, but turning that roster from Kevin Durant and Harden and Westbrook into draft picks and players and more picks and more players. And Oklahoma City, just like Milwaukee, has to fill that arena. They had 2 horrible years, but they were so smart on trading picks to the right teams and getting picks back. And I know I'm asking John Horst to be a Hall of Fame GM, but if I'm the other way and I'm the Bucks and I'm John Horst, I say I can do this, and I can turn Giannis into a new title contender in about 4 years here in Milwaukee, and I will do it.
Okay.
I will take that challenge.
All right, so let's do it. I'm going to put you to the test right now.
All right.
Because you don't need John Horst to be a Hall of Fame GM to do what I'm about to tell you. Okay? You ready, Jim?
Yep.
Okay. One of the worst contracts in the NBA is for a guy that's probably going to find his way into the Hall of Fame. And his name is Paul George. Okay? So how did Oklahoma City do it? So everyone listening right now knows that Oklahoma City won the championship last year. Not everyone knows how. So let me try to explain. What Oklahoma City did was they seeked out some of the worst contracts in the NBA. They asked those teams to trade the worst contracts to them, but as a catch, they have to pay them off. In other words, I'm going to give you this bad contract. You're going to take it from me, and I'll give you a first or maybe 2 firsts to do it. So, for example, are you willing to trade Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma for Paul George and a first or maybe 2 firsts?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now, are you willing to then trade Giannis to the Warriors for Jimmy Butler and 4 firsts?
Yes, that's my favorite trade right
Okay.
now. Yep.
All right. Are you willing to then tell Jimmy Butler and Paul George, I'm sorry, you have to be injured even if you're not injured until we trade you?
Yes. I don't want to,
Okay.
especially Jimmy, but yeah.
For this year.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting is for next year, you can have them play for a little bit and recoup the value. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find, Portland Trailblazers. You guys are randomly good. Are you interested in Paul George for your horrible contract that is this guy Jeremy Grant? And you give us a first. You have to do that year after year after year. And fans won't care year after year after year. But when they will care is 7 or 8 years from now, maybe 5 or 6 years from now. But I'm trying my best to not go too inside basketball on this to make sure we understand the way in which you're suggesting. I'm not mad at that. Makes a lot of basketball sense, but you're shutting down the franchise for 5 years to do that.
And the title, and this is why I wish they would have done a little bit maybe during the offseason, the title still should give this team a little bit of a break. And I understand that the Bucks are not a Wisconsin team like the Brewers are, and I understand it's a vibes thing. But I also understand that the Bucks did draw a lot for different reasons. When the show comes to town, when the Lakers, and when Giannis comes back, and when all the other stars come to town, that arena does fill up. And the Deer District is different and the Deer District is kind of the tailgating for the Milwaukee Brewers. And you can go out there and have a good time and just meander into the Bucks game. They can't do it for long, but that's why I use OKC as the example, because having been there a lot and talked to a lot of people on OKC, they cannot let this team.
Oh, I forgot Jim's an OKC guy. I totally forgot about this part of Jim's life now. He goes randomly to OKC.
Yes, but like they're a sister city to Milwaukee. Like you have to win there or they're not going to go.
Wait, so Jim, let me just go around the room for a second. Yep. I know for anybody who's just tuning in right now, which is me in essence, my stance, Evan, unsportsmanlike, 5, 8, and 9, I hear on ESPN Madison. My stance is never trade him. Your stance is get every bad contract known to man, get every draft pick, and in essence, shut down the franchise for a few years to try your best to become Oklahoma City. Molly, your stance is what? What do you do?
You can't win with him. You can't win without him.
So
she's nihilistic.
What?
If you can't win with him,
he's annoying.
Molly just wants the Bucks out of Milwaukee.
No, by the way, hold on. Matt, that's a great take. Is that what? Because that's not out of left field. No, hold on. Mark Lazary literally did that because he saw the writing on the wall, one of the co-governors of the team, and said, now's a good time for me to get out. So is this, I'm being dead serious, is your advice to the Bucks, sell the franchise?
I mean, ever since the Haslams came in, right, Matt? They ruined the Browns. They ruined the
Bucks. That's what I wanted to ask Evan there.
Well, yeah.
Wait, hold on. What was Matt? We don't have Matt's stance. So Jim is dump everything, get every bad contract and every pick. Mine is you never trade them. Molly's is you're never going to figure out how to do this. If you have a piece of this team, you should sell it like Lazary did. Matt, your stance on this is what? If you ran the Bucks, what would you do?
Oh, if I ran the Bucks or had control of the picks, I would feel like I have the confidence to go Jim's route and make good picks. The thing that scares me the most, and I'm not totally sure what the answer is, Evan, so I defer to you. What's easier, hitting on draft picks, or what you're saying is trying to trade for commodities that are known and be able to like put together something that's viable on the fly?
But
I don't know.
He's trying to move those still for picks. Like you're not keeping
right. So
Jimmy Butler to win anything.
Right, but the cop-out answer, Matt, to your question is it's easier. It's going to sound dumb, but it's true and it's obvious. It's easier to hit on picks the more you have. Right, so
yeah, that makes sense. So then I guess
it's like most teams have one first rounder every year. So like if Marshawn Beauchamp or whatever that guy's name is doesn't hit, no, but if he doesn't hit,
where is that guy?
he's in the league somewhere.
His dog.
But the point is, if that's your only pick and it doesn't hit, it hurts. If you have two other firsts and he doesn't hit, but one of them, like even if one of them becomes the early stages of like Taurean Prince or Gary Trent, not what they are now, what they were then, it's like, oh, okay, well, like we got something here. So that, Matt, what you're saying is Jim's route, because Jim's not saying get one pick. Jim's saying get 100 picks, which any other circumstance, I would agree with Jim. But because I know and understand the Bucks a little bit because of my time in Wisconsin, I just don't know that they're a business without them.
So that's a kind of a follow-up there. Let's say they have to do this. My concern is that, and Molly touched on it with Haslam, is he willing to do what you're talking about, which is be irrelevant or have the team maybe have the dip in, because obviously you know his history with Cleveland too, have a dip in attendance. Or is he someone that's going to say, you know what, let's just try to build something that's, you know, the Herb Cole Bucks, where we are a 5 to an 8 seed every year. We make the playoffs, we get the gate, and at least I'm making money.
Okay, so I think one of the things that Jimmy Haslam and Dee Haslam, both of them, the two Haslams, the husband and wife team, they own the Cleveland Browns that you mentioned. Now the governor of the Bucs, one of the governors. One of the things that is the mystery around the Haslams is no one actually has any idea what their plan is because none of their plans seem to have made sense. So that's the problem with your question.
Yeah.
Is I couldn't sit there and tell you, Jim, here's the trend based on what we've seen in years past, right? I can't figure that part out because I have no idea. Is the trend to go get the best available player regardless of background, right? Like he did with Deshaun Watson? Is it I need star power and I also think he's good? Shedeur Sanders? Like, I don't know the answer because I don't know how he operates as a business. Like, I think it's pretty clear the Rooney family, Pittsburgh Steelers, they operate as in the playoffs every year is okay. And we're going to try to win Super Bowls, but what we're not going to do is ever be bad. I understand their strategy. You can disagree with it. And that's kind of the Packers strategy too. Like, let's be in the playoffs every single year. Let's always have a franchise quarterback. Let's never miss on that. Let's draft the guy early rather than late. Let's have time to develop him. And let's never be irrelevant because we always have a quarterback and we're always in or hovering around the playoffs. Okay, we understand that's the strategy. How do you go about defining a strategy based on what the Cleveland Browns have been over the last few years, which is the weirdest thing in the world? We're talking about the Cleveland Browns in Madison, but it is applicable because it's the people that own the Bucs now.
You say that, and I think we're screwed.
Yeah.
Like, when you got an owner,
You're
you
making
have no,
me sad.
Yeah,
Evan.
you have no idea what they're going to do.
But that doesn't mean but listen, what I'm saying is because I don't know what their strategy is, that also could mean they have a good one. I just don't know what it is.
This is the Dumb and Dumber. Like, so you're saying there's a chance, like the one of these options could work out, but we don't know.
Can I
if they'll pick that one.
Can I try to read body language for a second? Molly, why are you so mad right now? Like I get the sense. No, I get the sense. Everyone is like trying to do this in a nice way towards Giannis. I feel like you are on the verge of doing it a different way, and I would just say, just do it. Like, if you want to destroy this situation, because it's almost, I'm just telling those listening and not watching. No, but I'm getting the sense that Molly doesn't like the idea that all of us are doing this with kindness. Like, we didn't do this with Matt Sky Rogers with kindness. We're doing this with kindness with Giannis. Are we incorrect to be kind?
I've said it before. I've probably been too harsh on Giannis, but
You haven't.
I'm basically out on him. I think the entire situation has been annoying. I think it's been frustrating. I think he is trying to maintain an image of being a likable person, but also at the same time he's trying to be a villain. He doesn't take accountability for the things that he's doing, and that's what bothers me. Like 2 weeks ago, I don't even know if it was 2 weeks ago at this point. Maybe it was only a week ago. Was when all the booing stuff happened, and then he like defended it by saying, "Oh, I'm perfectly fine booing people. They deserved it. I don't care if it was our fans or not." To me, it's like, yeah, perfect shirt that Evan's wearing today. But like, to me, don't try and pretend like you are this nice guy that loves the city of Milwaukee. Only a couple months ago, he was saying, "This is my city. This is my city. I'm here in Milwaukee. I'm never going to ask for a trade." Okay, but your agent's going to. So my whole thing with Giannis now is just at the point where I'm frustrated by him trying to pretend to be somebody that he's clearly not anymore, and he doesn't want to be perceived as the bad guy, and the Bucks don't want to be perceived as a bad guy. So it's like they're both just what feels like in a stalemate until the story from Shams yesterday came out that the Bucks are now taking calls on him. It's just, I don't like it. Just be honest. I think that was the problem with Rodgers too, that we all had too. It was like, just be honest, and people will actually accept it probably. But with Giannis, you're trying to be something that you're clearly not, and I'm just over it. Like, to me, I'm like, go to the Warriors, go play with Steph Curry, go to New York. I don't care what you do. Go win a championship if that's what you want, but don't try and pretend like you want to stay here when clearly you want to get out. That's right.
Ryan, there's your clip. Use that one. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, no, I think, Molly, honestly, I want to end it on that note.
Yeah. For sure.
But actually, I do have one non-sports thing because I think Evan would have a good answer on it.
I want to end it on that note, but let me ask 4 more questions. Go ahead, Jim.
That's the sports thing.
Jim
I can't believe we didn't get into Patriots or Bill Belichick. Like, that's where I wanted to go.
Oh, Evan's told the world 10 times over.
Congratulations.
His thoughts on that. Now, I want to know, what do you do pregame before going to the dentist to, like, get prepared? Like, I go
Pre-game.
Yeah. I go floss.
No, that's an interesting one.
Brushing teeth.
I park in the parking lot, and I have a beer. I really tailgate it.
That's
I like
Matt's,
to tailgate
that's Matt's
the
plan
dentist.
for it. But like,
I'm gonna sound very bougie on this, but do any of you have a cleaning service that you ever have at your home, ever?
I have had
Like a
people
maid?
over. Yeah, I've had someone come over to like help us with the deep clean. Me and my wife spent like
super
3 hours
relatable.
cleaning.
Evan and Matt. Yep.
There's a reason I'm asking this. It goes right here. What's the first thing you do before a cleaning service comes to your house?
Clean.
You clean your house.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. What's the first thing you do before you go to the dentist? You're so embarrassed preemptively that you're like, I gotta make sure this is good going on in here in your mouth, so the dentist doesn't look at you like you're a clown.
Right.
It's the same kind of thing. Yeah, no, I understand that was not relatable. I understand that. But there are many cleaning services out there. And you know what? Me reminding people of cleaning services could keep them in business. And I clean. I am an all-time great cleaner. I clean constantly. There's a video of me vacuuming the floors of our studio the other day. But I'm also, Jim, in a weird spot. My father-in-law is a periodontist, which is like a different type of dentist or whatever. So I just go to his office with his team, and I get everything taken care of. So like if I'm gross, they can't even tell me I'm gross because they work with him. So it's great.
Well, there you go.
And Evan, I get it. It's like I don't want my cleaning person or my dentist wasting time on cleaning that I can do. Get the deep clean.
That's
stuff.
right.
Scrub the baseboards. Really get in between the gums there.
But Matt, so Evan, I guess because
Matt's
of this
right.
scenario, but you have so I brought it up because when I went, I'm glad I did this before I went to the dentist today. But when I went to the dentist, obviously I got my mouth as clean as possible. But the hygienist I've had now for a few years, and the dentist had a few years. Like they like on my way in, they're like, we were listening. I'm like, oh God, what did I say? But like they will.
Wait, they were listening to you on the show about your teeth?
Well, no, they were just telling me in general that they listen. So now I was like, oh, now they know who I am. I can't like have them be like, oh, not that they would. I don't know what kind of patient confidentiality, but I don't want them talking amongst themselves of like Rutledge.
All right, I understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right, has everyone figured out what's going on here?
Yeah.
Jim wanted the one other question to let everybody know that he gets recognized.
Yeah.
The additional question
People like
had
him.
nothing. Had nothing to do with, hey, this is a relatable story where Evan and Matt are going to talk about a cleaning service. It's not that. It's Jim said, look how cool I am. I get recognized. I'm Jim Rutledge.
Yeah. We see me and Molly just kind of gloss
Jim
over that
Rutledge.
when he says it. We don't even bring attention to it anymore because he'll
Is that
pull
a Freddie
card.
Coleman drop with Jim Rutledge? That's great. The Freddie Coleman drop?
Yeah.
Jim, that's big time, Jim. That is big time, Jim.
Yes. No, I'm flattered. I was still weird waking up in the morning and seeing that clip of Freddie getting on me. Do you have the clip you can put on ESPN Madison's YouTube of my license plate or not? Or
That sounded really silly.
Oh, not that. No.
I'm working on other stuff back here.
So, anyways,
Not a clip, a picture,
A
Jim.
picture. Sorry.
Yeah,
a picture.
I was very thrown off
Yeah,
when he was
sorry,
talking. I
a
thought he
picture.
wanted the Freddie Coleman
Yeah,
clip just
no,
out of
no, a
nowhere.
picture, a
Can you
picture,
pull
sorry.
that up out of the blue?
Yeah. Picture. Yeah.
It's on our break screen. Just put the break screen on, Ryan.
Well, it's not there anymore. The buzz cut of Jim is on the break screen now, as you can
yes,
see, because
yes.
he's getting his head
Oh,
shaved
Evan,
tomorrow.
you want input on that? Should Jim shave his head bald, completely bald, like cue ball bald?
I like the way he looks on this. I think this one looks good.
Yeah.
On this that I'm looking at right now.
I mean, the
the
lighting's
shape.
terrible, but it does look good.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that.
You know what? You know what looks good, Jim? In this, your teeth.
Yeah.
Shout out to your dentist
Yes,
who know who you are.
Yes, and I'd say their name if they'd let me endorse them, but we're not quite there yet. Maybe it's a big long game where I can.
What's your license plate? What do I need to know about your license plate?
Ryan can't. It's fine. So it's on the show. I often say people like me. So I got a new personalized license plate.
To try and the letters are so.
Well, no, wait,
silly.
Matt, because you were part of this, so you got to own it too.
I know, it was
we
so
all picked.
bad.
There it is. PPLIKME. People like me.
For some reason, I see that and it looks like pimple. I don't know why I feel like it looks like my eyes just go to like that's Dr. Pimple Popper's license plate for some reason. I don't know why.
You could go a lot of different ways with that.
Yeah.
One, people lick me. People like me.
People like me.
Yes, there's a lot of different ways. My daughter is not happy with my new license plate.
Yeah. Well, you're.
You should
over
have had
that.
Blue in the Dark.
His old one was just Rutledge, but the first time I saw it, I was like, Rut Dog.
Oh, we should have. You know what? This is on me. We should have had Evan do an air check of Rosie's appearance. We'll have to do that some other time. But yeah.
Existing.
Yes, there she is. There. Yes, me existing is the worst thing that's ever happened to my daughter. So Evan.
Existing.
There she is.
Better than the alternative.
Right.
Or maybe it's not. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Maybe
She's still very proud of herself. She sent the clip to all her friends. So we got some.
When did we say we were done? 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, we're on our way out now. Yeah.
Molly is so bored right now. This is an all-time level of Molly.
No. I'm just.
I'm like a Molly Brown.
I'm
I'm a Molly Brown super fan.
Yeah, I know. She's
And,
turning into Molly Frown, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my God. All right, that is the end of it.
I was just letting Jim gloat about himself. That's all.
No, like I was talking to somebody the other day about Molly. I pitched her to do this thing, which I don't know that she's been told yet, but like, she's miserable. Oh yeah, now you tell me.
It's because
All
she's
right.
not here with me and Matt.
Yeah.
All right, Evan.
No, I think that would make her happy. I would think.
You
So,
think?
all right, I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. I gotta eat dinner.
All
Goodbye.
right. Enjoy. And I got to give away a case of High Life. What caller are we doing?
Let's go. Caller number 5.
Caller number 5 wins a case of High Life. 844-770-3776. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You, rah, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Luke Fickell and Company building Wisconsin football's next wave of talent. Fickell on the group he plans to go after and why it's so important in college football's new era.
I really believe there's going to be a greater emphasis on the in-state kids because the trend of things of guys leaving, who are the ones you have the best opportunity to keep that you want to be able to develop? Well, those would be the kids that maybe have something that's going to keep them there a little bit deeper than just the playing time.
Get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. With exclusive features and customized for every home, Pella provides the highest quality products at a price you can afford. Go to PellaWI.com. PellaWI.com.
Molly Brown here for Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia is Madison's trusted Kia dealership, and they are home to the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Looking to purchase, finance, or service your vehicle? Metro Kia of Madison is the place to go. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned Kia, you can browse their extensive inventory and find this month's specials at metrokiaofmadison.com. That's metrokiaofmadison.com. Find your new vehicle at your trusted Kia dealership on the east side of Madison today.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Scotty Bar, New Paradise Lounge, Paul's Neighborhood Bar, and the Silver Eagle.
Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker Pizza is back. For just $10 for a limited time, get an extra large pizza with 6 huge slices so big you have to fold them. Load it up with your favorite toppings, like the classic and crispy pepperoni. It's the perfect way to feed the crew with giant slices and one legendary vibe. Big size, big value, just $10. Head to one of their locations. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this year's Sports and Update brought to you by The Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in to Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for all things Wisconsin Badgers. Giannis watch continues after yesterday's reports that the Bucks superstar is now ready for a new home. That's ahead of Thursday's NBA trade deadline. And per ESPN insider Shams Charania, the Bucks are open and willing to listen to offers both ahead of the trade deadline and for this offseason. Here's Shams with the latest on the leading candidates to land Giannis.
There's 4 teams that have emerged as the strongest suitors so far in the process for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the New York Knicks, Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors, and Minnesota Timberwolves. But it all starts with the price point. And my understanding is the Bucks Bucks in all trade conversations around Giannis have asked for a blue-chip young player and or a surplus of draft picks. They are getting some aggressive offers right now that include all-star caliber players, multiple draft picks.
And then tonight, the Milwaukee Bucks look to pick up the pieces on the hardwood themselves as they travel to the Wizards, one of the only teams below the Bucks in the current Eastern Conference standings. Tune in to tip off immediately after Jim, Matt, and Molly at 6 p.m. right here on 1.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
And you asked me if I was ready to eat crow because the Bucks got Miles Turner. That was is going to go down as one of the worst moves in franchise history.
For me, it's clarity. I finally feel like I know exactly what's going on, what all parties want. He wants a new home. It's not a riddle.
I'm over it. Like, he did what he did for the city of Milwaukee. He's done a lot of great things on and off the court. He won a championship, but they're not winning.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Molly, if the mountains below, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
Molly Brown's miserable in the Milwaukee studios. I'm sure.
All right, let's relax here. I might just leave the show
alongside
today.
Matt,
Not for good.
Not alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Molly frown. Look at her
I'm
face.
just gonna have my face like this the rest of the show.
Don't
Keep
do
your
that.
face
You'll
like
get
that.
wrinkles.
It'll stay like that, Molly.
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna have to go to Carbon and get Botox.
There you
Yeah.
go. I'll
You
join
need to use those frownies.
I'll join you because when I have a shaved head, I can't have a catcher's mitt going on in my face, my forehead.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
What if your head? Because you haven't seen your? Well, I guess you have seen your head bald. But what if your head is wrinkly? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, I think it's possible.
I feel like
but
it's more
I think
of like
you're a little
a-
too young for a real
Also-
wrinkly head.
How do I say?
Or if you have like moles or something on your head,
I
that's
don't
what
have
kind of
that.
freaks me
Yeah,
out.
I don't have that.
Molly is so nervous for you to shave your head down.
Yes. I
On
don't,
my head.
I know
I'm
I
not
don't-
the one that's getting made fun of.
Well,
Possibly.
you know what? That's the show. So
Yeah, he got made fun of with hair. You might as well try it without.
yeah.
I think
Evan
you're gonna
thinks
look
you're gonna
better.
look good. So
I think you're
you know
gonna
what?
look 5 to 10 years younger with a real bald head.
To Matt's point, because I have researched this, and it does say that with the bald spot, when you shave your head, it doesn't draw attention to the lower spots. Like my current haircut, because there's my hair in the back is thinner and it's not as puffed out. That's the first thing people can see.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna have to work out of Carbon World Health a little bit more just to make sure.
Yeah.
I gotta be jacked. I gotta go my
Yeah.
best.
Tough bald guys
Yeah,
are
that's why I got to
a
go with
vibe.
the tough ball guy look there. So when the summer rolls
Jim
around,
Rutledge, he's fake tough.
I will be real tough, Ben Brust. All right, I wanted to get to this. The Eagles are hiring Sean Mannion as their offensive coordinator, and Mannion is 33 years old. Was playing QB in the league 2 seasons ago. He's the Packers, or was the Packers quarterback coach. Replaced the
Tom Clements.
Yeah, the future Hall of Famer. Heck, I don't know if he actually will be, but the
We
all-time
can't say
great
that anymore because everything
Tom-
we know about future Hall of Famers has been
Okay.
blown
Tom
out of
Clements,
proportion.
replaced him and did a very good job with Jordan Love. The Packers viewed Sean Mannion as a future head coach, and obviously other teams do too, because to be able to jump from QB coach to OC is a big jump, and it is, I think, a big loss for the Green Bay Packers because Mannion was an up-and-coming coach on their offensive side of the ball. Now, does this drastically affect the season? No, but I want to ask you this. Is this more of a kind of like glass half full, glass half empty? Is this the opportunity the Packers can do right now to use this as a opportunity for growth? Like Mannion's gone, maybe move off Stenovich, and you just say, you know what, we're going to reset this room a little bit. Let's bring in some people that don't agree with us. then let's just try to bring some smart people in who agree with how football mentality should be done. But the actual X's and O's, we get someone in here to challenge us a little bit.
Yeah, so the downside for me is if Mannion was good enough for the Eagles, why was he not considered? Why didn't you think about moving off Steno and moving him up?
Because Stenovich is friends with.
Well, I know, so that's kind of where I'm at. You'll let your little prodigy walk. So like resetting kind of seems like you're taking a step backwards when you didn't have to. You had the guy.
It actually is interesting. I heard Wilde on Jen Gabe and Chewy this morning, and he was actually telling a story of how last season Sean Mannion went to go interview with the Bears for a role with them, that he had called Matt LaFleur on the Super Bowl last year and said, hey, I'm interviewing with them. Can you kind of like help me like prepare for this? And LaFleur was like, go have your interview, but like call me when you're done because I want you here. So it is interesting that he let him go. And I know that Wilde has also said that Matt LaFleur is very nice in the aspect that he's not going to block anybody from interviewing for different roles and whatnot. And I don't know what the legalities are with like the quarterback to OC, because that's obviously a promotion from that, so that might not even be a thing. But I do think it is interesting, and my mind went exactly where you said, Jim. Like, is this an opportunity for the Packers to be like, okay, like, hey, since we don't have him anymore, Stenovich, like, we can't have you anymore either because you're now a liability possibly without Mannion is kind of where my mind went. So I am curious to see how much this shakes things up on the offensive side of the ball for the Packers.
So two things. One, I don't think the Packers are forced to, but it's pretty standard practice that if you're interviewing for a upward mobility, you're going to get that interview. I honestly would say, and I think it's the outlier coach who doesn't let a coach do this. Let them go interview for a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it's very rare. I just can't imagine that happens very often. Not that LaFleur isn't a nice guy, but I think that's kind of the standard. Right? I haven't seen a lot of cases where someone, now if Manny wanted to go interview as the quarterback's coach, yeah, he's probably blocking that. I like your point of maybe, and honestly, Matt, when you said why don't they just promote Mannion instead of Stenovich, that just makes me think Stenovich is going to stay. And realistically, and was it you that said it? You saw somewhere that the Packers maybe they try to bring Clements out of retirement again?
Yeah, Domowski posted that.
So, and honestly, that feels like the most Packers move out there of we're good enough. That's what this whole offseason has been. We're good enough. Jonathan Gannon's good enough. We don't need to wait for Jim Leonard.
I mean,
I don't mind if Stenovich is still on the coaching staff if he's dropped down to being the offensive line coach, because he was really good then. Like, that was the best that the offensive line was when he was that coach. Yeah. So, I don't mind if he's still on the staff in that respect.
Butkus out? Is that who it is? O-line coach?
Yeah. Butkus is currently the O-line coach.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be tough to convince Stenovich to take up demotion.
Well, it'd be more of you're fired or you can do the O-line coach.
But if he gets fired, he might become an OC somewhere else. Job. Yeah, he was interviewing for the Titans job, and it was last year he interviewed for the Seahawks OC job.
Right. So I think they're letting him. In theory, you could let him interview, hoping to God that he gets the job.
That's what Matt LaFleur is hoping for ultimately.
Right, but then
he doesn't want to fire him.
Yes, but if he doesn't, maybe you fire Butkus and move Stenovich to O-line. I think the Packers need some fresh ideas in there. I even just think of, I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to see the Mike McDaniel interviews and the press conferences with the Chargers. And I don't know offensive philosophy-wise how much they mesh or don't mesh, but the fact that Dockers and Jim Harbaugh, who eats cereal for every meal of the day, Mr. Straight-Laced is hired in. Mike McDaniel, the goofiest dude you can imagine, the most personality-driven person out there, and the two of them are going to work together. It could be an abject disaster, but it also could be one of the greatest combinations in football because you have two people who are, and as they asked McDaniel about this, and the thing they had in common is both of them are obsessed with football and want to be great, and that's why he thinks they're going to get along well.
Football! So that's also something, too, though, because I know that Matt LaFleur doesn't want to give up his play calling either, which is going to limit the candidates that you're going to get in this OC role. But to me, it's like, I don't know how to feel about Matt LaFleur still calling plays. I think that is his strong suit. Obviously, he's an offensive mind. We talk about all the time how he's perceived in the league and all the things, right? But, I don't get why the Packers couldn't bring in a Mike McDaniel and the two be able to collaborate. Why wouldn't you want to bring somebody in that is such a strong offensive mind that then you can work together to build even bigger ideas? And then now, Matt LaFleur, you can maybe focus on, actually in-game, the things that you aren't really good at, timeouts and managing
Fourth
time
quarter.
and all that kind of stuff.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He has a guy in the staff who's supposed to do that for him. His name's Rich Bisaccia. He's been doing such a great job over the last 3 years.
So, Molly, I don't think that a guy like McDaniel would do something like that, but there's no reason that they couldn't have taken a chance on Mannion. Like, the second the Eagles were like, hey, we want to interview Mannion for our OC job, that should have been like, hey, we clearly have somebody here. Why aren't we trying to hire from within? He'd probably be willing to take an OC job, not calling plays, but working with a Matt LaFleur for a couple years before he moves on to take on a full role or maybe even a head coaching position. There's plenty of young, hungry guys out there who would be more than willing to be someone for Matt LaFleur to like bounce ideas off of. To me, this is the Matt LaFleur thing. He is not looking for someone to bounce ideas off. He's not looking for someone to collaborate with. He wants to have his team run his plays, and he wants a yes man to stay as his OC, and that's what he's got right now. So I don't blame him for not wanting to change. But if you don't want to change, then I wouldn't expect different results.
844-770-3776. That's Carl talking text line. List is more. Will the Packers regret not promoting Sean Mannion to OC?
Yes.
Good question.
We'll ask that as our signing limited poll question. Because this could be the idea that Sean Mannion goes to the Eagles. It could be regretted in multiple ways. The Eagles' offense is fixed. They beat the Packers in the season. Sean Mannion's promoted to head coach somewhere else, and all of a sudden you have this guy that was in your team that could have been an offensive mind to help reconfigure your team, and instead he goes to Philadelphia and then continues to move up the ladder.
On the bright side, it might be the first successful branch of Matt LaFleur's coaching tree.
I was just going to say, there's really no track record of this so far.
Yeah. Coaching tree!
So question, though. If you're an up-and-coming coach on the offensive side of the ball, would you rather be with the Packers or the Eagles, based on talent?
I mean,
where do you think you're closer
based
to winning?
on talent, you would pick the Eagles, though I did see a very funny tweet.
Okay,
from,
talent / closer to winning. Is that two different questions? Because I think it might be the same.
I think it's the same.
It's probably the same, though I did see a funny tweet from Ben Solak, ESPN football analyst. He mentioned how he felt like the Eagles' OC job was almost like the defense against the dark arts teacher in Harry Potter. Every other year, they have to replace the job because the previous guy just got killed.
Yeah, fair.
That OC job is toxic for some reason, and it never works out. And I will say, they have the talent.
Kellen Moore got a head coaching job.
Kellen Moore did, but then the previous, Steichen got hired by the Colts, and he's probably about to get fired. And then the past guy just got canned because they were throwing eggs at his house. And then I believe there was also...
I forgot about that.
God, who was the
what
other
did you
OC?
think of that joke? I saw that joke.
I thought it was good, Ryan.
I think it's funny. If you know Harry Potter, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Molly say?
She said what joke?
I
She
said,
just
what was the
expected
joke?
the nerd talk.
The
Yeah,
Harry
she didn't
Potter
get it.
thing?
She missed it, yeah.
No, she didn't miss it.
No,
She
no.
just glossed
I'm
over
glad. I'm glad you ended up saying what it was because you're just cooked after. Basically, you go to die.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what the Harry. I didn't understand the Harry Potter. It depends if it's from if it's not from Harry Potter 1, I'm out. Harry Potter 1 was the first one.
Yeah, Harry
Yeah.
Potter
Was
1,
the
and then
best
the
one. I'm
rest
sorry.
is just Giannis. to
Did
her.
you just stop after one? You just never kept watching?
No,
How
so
many people refer to it as Harry Potter 1?
It was actually my idea. Okay, I'm sorry. The Sorcerer's Stone. I can't even remember them all.
Harry
And it's
Potter,
funny because
A
I've
New
actually No, it's funny. It is funny though. The last 3 weekends I've been trying to watch the first one. I just don't have a ton of time to be able to sit there and actually be able to watch it. It was my idea a couple years ago for us to have a Harry Potter movie marathon, and by I don't know the second one I was like, I'm out on this. This is boring. They just kept on going. There was a whole thing. When he had to do the water challenge and he had to go under and he had to swim for 15
Empire Strikes
hours
Back.
and it took so long. Oh my god, it was just exhausting. So honestly, the first one is the best one because
Yeah, that's
she got
the
all
fourth
the way to
movie.
the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
I had to watch all of them because the boys just wanted to keep watching them and I was just what? I'm out on this. I would rather just keep watching the Cheetah Girls on repeat.
Well, he's
That's
like,
where
hey,
I'm at.
we should do this. It gets 1
Yeah,
hour into the
exactly.
movie marathon. It's like, have fun, boys. I hate you for wanting to watch more.
That series is just I only want to see when he learns it. You're a wizard, Harry. That's all I want to see. That's it. I want to see him use Expelliarmus Merminosis or whatever he says. I want to see him do some stupid spells.
Clip
I
that,
want to see
Ryan.
him on the train. I want to see him do all the things, and I'm good. I'm done.
One
I'm good.
movie's all you
Molly's just in it for the wand play.
need. Yeah.
You're a wizard, Harry.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Molly, tell us about, so I'm guessing you won't be throwing the DVDs or the digital videos of Harry Potter in your Metro Kia.
Metro Kia of
Carnival.
Madison Oil.
Or your K6.
K4. Thank
K4.
you.
Yeah,
No, I will not. But if you are looking to buy a new car, if you're in the market, you need to head over to Metro Kia of Madison. I know it can feel overwhelming to buy a new car, but when I went to Metro Kia of Madison, looking for a new vehicle to fit my family of 7, it just felt different. There was no pressure, no runaround, just honest people who actually listened to what I needed and helped me find the right vehicles to fit my life and my budget. So if you are looking for a new vehicle, head over to Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Metro Kia of Madison Oil.
Giannis watch has begun. Will the Bucks move him? Stay up to date on Giannis's future in Milwaukee right here on Madison's home of the Bucks. 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Hey Madison IKEA fans, great news! IKEA is now closer than ever with our brand new pickup point at the University Bookstore on State Street. Order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day, absolutely free for IKEA family members. That's right, no shipping fees or waiting for deliveries, just the IKEA style you know and love, ready when you are. Start shopping smarter at IKEA.us or the IKEA app and choose the University Bookstore pickup point. Don't forget to sign up for IKEA Family. It's free to join and gives you access to great deals, rewards, and free Madison pickup.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever. Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. Matt Hamilton with me in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Warshine behind the glass. You know, I'm just going to put this out in the open. Maybe Molly remembers. We had something we were going to talk about in the show, and I said, you know what? It's great for Stones. And what was it?
You forgot.
I forgot. We all forgot because nobody can remember.
I got potential Giannis landing spots if we want to talk about that.
Was that
That was it. It was the
Was that what it
yeah, it was
it
like
was the trades. Which
Tinder
trade
time
do you
and
like the
all
best?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we could
Ryan.
do that.
Good job,
Exactly.
Ryan.
That's what we're supposed. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think so.
Yes,
but
that was it, right?
No, that was definitely
We
it.
were.
Yeah.
That was
Pretty sure.
definitely it.
Yeah.
It was it.
It's all right, Ryan.
was a
You
conversation
just
we had.
produce.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, guys. Brian Windhorst was on Get Up this morning. Here was him laying out some of the potential suitors as well as the top 4 teams that the Bucks could possibly trade Giannis to.
I think the team that you've got to look at who can make a straight-up trade, just a 2-team trade with Milwaukee and make a compelling offer is the Golden State Warriors, primarily because they control all of their trade assets. If they were willing to offer all of them, that's 4 first-round picks, potentially a couple of pick swaps, plus some young players that they're interested in, including Brandon Pajemski, who's a Milwaukee native. If there are teams out there that can involve a 3rd or 4th team to improve their offer, a team like Miami, for example, and a team like the Knicks, I think the Knicks can make a compelling offer, but it requires them to really abandon what they've got going now and then to go out and recruit 3rd and 4th teams. Those are big hurdles to cross, but I think the Knicks can make a compelling offer. And Shams mentioned that Minnesota Timberwolves. He is not mentioning that for no reason. This is something, from what I understand, that Giannis has interested in. The Timberwolves don't have draft picks and don't have the young players. They'd have to center around veteran players, but that is something that we should keep an eye on as well.
All right, guys. Of those 4 teams, you guys want to run them down, see which ones we like the best? Starting off, he said the Golden State Warriors would be the strongest candidate to land Giannis. How are we feeling?
So that trade I've seen out there would have been like Jimmy Butler and maybe Pods or Jonathan Kuminga, and then 4 picks. And
I would take that.
That's a pretty good trade, right?
Okay.
I like that one, Molly.
Molly?
Yeah, sounds legit.
She couldn't care
What
less.
is it? Mean Girl? Like, can you put a hoodie on? Because you're kind of. Is it Mean Girls? Like what? With Lindsay Lohan, where she's got a hood on and
No.
she's got the.
It's not Lindsay
Oh,
Lohan,
it's not
so
Lindsay
clearly
Lohan.
you haven't seen that movie enough times.
Oh, it's the girl with the black hair.
with
Yeah.
me. No, it's not. No,
No?
it's not. It's Damien. It's
Damien,
fine,
sorry.
But
All right, sorry.
Anyways.
Nice try, Jim.
The only guy in the movie.
Anyways. I'm just saying, like, compared to the other trades that Wendy just mentioned, like the Timberwolves don't have picks. They don't have young, like, what is that going to do? Would it be fun to go watch Giannis with
Ant?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I was like, why am I blanking right now?
Oh,
yeah,
good.
that'd be awesome. But
It would
like,
be cool.
The Bucks aren't going to get anything.
What are the other ones?
So then Molly also mentioned the Timberwolves.
Yes. Yeah. No, I don't want that one.
I don't even know what the Bucks would get in that trade. I don't even know who's on the
Poo-poo
table.
platter, yeah.
Yeah, just decent, average players.
Which means that they'll probably take it.
Yeah. You guys ready to watch Dante DiVincenzo back at the Pfizer Forum?
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Put butts in seats.
He's had a better career than
Every
the
other
guys on the
draft
Bucks
pick,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's a nice player. And then the New York Knicks were another one he threw out there.
Then no, I mean 'cause the Knicks again. It'd be like you'd acquire Cat to trade Cat.
Yeah, it'd probably be Karl Anthony Towns. Maybe Mikal Bridges, who's like a great third player on a championship
traded
team.
the farm to get him.
Exactly, they gave up the 5 first-round picks
Yeah,
that
so
they
you
should have
get no
given up for
picks.
Giannis.
Yeah.
The only way I'm doing a trade with the Knicks is if they turn Bridges and Cat into draft picks that come to me in a three-team trade.
Yeah,
I don't want to be. I don't want the
that's
Bucks
a
having
3
to
or
deal with
4
it.
team trade probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, whatever trade the Bucks use for Giannis, it's probably a 4-team trade because like all the salaries being moved around to find the right team who's actually a
the
championship
Warriors-
contender.
The Warriors, you can do
Warriors are
straight
the
up
only
with.
one where
Yeah.
it's like a straight up you can
And
make it work
I'd like
out.
that for basketball reasons too. I'd love to see Steph and Giannis together.
All right, last one though,
Yeah.
guys. This is the one that I would personally hate: the Miami Heat, Evan Cohen's team.
I've seen them as like the number 2 option.
I-
Again, they have
They're
to.
not a championship contender though.
With
Like,
Giannis.
I don't see Giannis going there.
in the East, they probably get to the championship.
I think Giannis has also kind of said in the past that Miami would be one of the places he'd be willing to go to. Like, that's the kind of city he wants to go live in. I mean, his mom actually was it yesterday posted a screenshot on Facebook of Giannis and I think his brother taking a photo at the Miami Heat arena, which is just like,
Well,
thanks, Mom.
yeah.
Absolute heat on the dumpster fire.
It is.
Way to use timing and
cool things
read
down.
the room.
Appreciate that.
It's an international city. I could get why you'd want to be there. No income tax in Florida either.
And it's Pat Riley's organization. Like, the Heat just always do it
Spoelstra is
well.
a coach.
Spoelstra's probably the second best
Spoelstra's
coach in the NBA.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think with Giannis, they are a championship contender.
just a random of how old I am. One of the last things I did in Florida was I was at the first Eric Spoelstra press conference for the Miami Heat. And
What year is that?
2007, 2008, right in there.
1990.
Yeah, and so I helped Evan Cohen. I was not cool enough to interview Spoelstra, but I helped Evan Cohen get the first interview with Spoelstra. So I was cool enough to like get in front of everyone else to get Eric Spoelstra.
Wasn't
on
it
with Evan
exactly
Cohen.
1 week ago today you told me and Riley Alka about how you interviewed the new owner of the Miami Dolphins when he was first introduced to Stephen
Yes,
Ross?
but then there was the weirder part was that I was in that private off the record room with
And you were
Ray
wearing
Huizenga.
shorts, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just around. I didn't do anything great. I was just around really cool things.
You were just recording. You just had the mic.
Yeah, yeah. I was
He's just adjacent to great
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
like
we've
the-
all been there.
Yeah, the Forrest Gump of sports, where I was around things, but Forrest was more involved than I was.
Chip was just playing ping pong in the back.
Yeah.
It's just
Did we say there was 4 or was there only 3?
there's 4. I mentioned 4 teams. The
I'm
Warriors,
sorry.
the Timberwolves, the Knicks, and the Heat.
Oh yeah, the Knicks and the Heat.
1, 2, 3,
got it.
4.
I really don't
I
like
declare
anything
it
outside the
on
Golden
war.
State one because, kind of like you said, the more teams that you have to get involved with this, the stickier and more difficult the trade's going to be because everybody doesn't want to feel like they're like no one wants to feel like they got fleeced.
Yeah.
And it's hard enough just to convince one person or one team to want to do a trade with you and feel like you're both winning. To get a third team involved, like I know it's possible and it happens, but it just seems like the stars have to align for something like that to work.
Of those 4, which one do you think Giannis would want the most? If you had just, if you're
But-
putting yourself in his mind.
New York or Miami, probably.
New York.
Really?
I think it'd be cool with
Yeah.
Golden State and San
yeah.
Francisco, but I don't think it would be his first choice of the 4.
I think city-wise, maybe New York or Miami, or like
Right,
his
city-wise is what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking more like the team. Like
Teammates, probably Steph Curry.
it's got to be the Warriors, right?
I think
Teammates, but he's said in the past that it would be a dream come true to play at Madison Square Garden, that to be your home.
So what do you guys think he cares about more? Just like finding the new home he loves to be in, or going to a place where he's just got to win another chip?
that.
Because it's got to be the chip, right?
And if it's the chip, I don't know if it's necessarily Golden State because their window is closing. It cracks back
Yeah, but
open if
again,
Giannis shows up, but it's
Cracks open. I mean, you got Giannis, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry. Like, I bet.
I mean,
on
it's
that.
them and the Thunder at that
How
point.
old is Draymond Green? Like 40 at this point? Why are we trying to like pretend like he's some superstar that's young buck, whatever?
I'm not saying young
I just
buck.
don't know.
He's old.
I just don't think those three have the
So is
horsepower
Steph
to compete with
The Thunder.
the Thunder. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
but-
even the Rockets or the Spurs.
I mean, do
to be
any of
honest.
those 4 teams with Giannis
or the Nuggets?
have the Thunder power to compete
Thunder
with the
power?
Thunder?
I like that.
The Thunder power to compete with the
I
Thunder?
mean, it obviously depends on the trade, right? But I think staying in the East gives you your best chance to get to a final. And I think if you're just talking 7-game series, anything can happen.
If it's the Knicks and they
But-
only give up Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, that team should go to the finals in the East.
They would definitely be contenders. And again, I just don't want to run through the gauntlet of the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Houston Rockets, the Spurs, and OKC. There is no easy road to the playoffs. Or, I mean, not to the playoffs, but the finals out of the West.
That's a good point.
So I'd probably lean East if I'm honest, just because it's none of these teams probably have the juice to take on OKC, but at least the East, I'll only have to play an OKC caliber team once.
Okay, then of those 4, which of those teams would you want to see Giannis go to?
Golden State.
Golden State. Him and Curry would be so much fun
Molly?
to watch.
Knicks. I like the Knicks.
I think him playing with Anthony Edwards would just be the all-time FU team. Those two
Be
would be
awesome.
booing their own fans and just yelling at people and just hyping each other up the entire time. It would be
That would be
toxic
fun.
in all the great ways.
That might be my second spot.
I'd go Golden State, Knicks, Timberwolves, Heat.
Heat last.
Yeah.
Well, we all agree the Heat are the last ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll flip the Knicks and the T-Puppies. I'd take Golden State T-Pups.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I think the Knicks, Giannis, and I mean, I get it. Everyone, if you're an NBA fan or an NBA player, playing for the Knicks at Madison Square Garden is kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Mecca.
Them are the Lakers, yeah.
Yeah, yep. I hate to say it, but it's like putting on a Packers uniform.
There would be something about Giannis
That's
playing.
so nice of you, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man, you're such a nice guy.
Sometimes. Matt, where are you off to?
Thank you.
I'm going to the Andy North Trivia Contest at the Sylvie right next door. So
You're going to participate? What are you doing there?
What is your role?
So my role is celebrity, and I will have that's literally my role. Be a guy who has done something with a sport, and I've got all the answers. And if you want to buy an answer, I will sell you one. But yeah, they cost money. So
go raise some funds.
yeah, we're gonna raise some money and have a good time. And yeah, I'm gonna meet Andy North.
You haven't met Andy North before?
I think we've casually said something, but I'm gonna try and talk to him a little bit more.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You give him some
I was
golf
gonna
tips?
say, even I've met Andy North. They have
Yeah,
been
you know, if
champions.
he asks for some golf tips, I'll give him some. But
Yeah.
if nothing else, maybe I'll get some.
Be Uncle Rico style.
Yeah.
See it.
Just try to
I used to be able to hit a ball clear over them buildings.
Right?
Just try to weasel your way to be like the celebrity foursome at the AmFam golf
go.
outing.
Oh
this
my
next summer.
gosh, don't even get me going started on that.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet as it's never been seen before. From pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
There's no safer place to feel dumb than Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe.
But, I was impressed by several of them.
You're impressed by everything.
I love life. It's amazing what people do.
There is nothing that you see that you wouldn't go, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's not a bad way to live, though.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe. Live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and wherever you get your podcasts. UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Gatlin Empey. The Empey family means a lot here.
Look up on the wall here, the champions, and brothers are up there. And you talk about your dad being a coach here. Well, what's it like, first of all, to have your dad as a coach and then a teacher in the district?
I mean, it's just awesome. You know, the things that I learn every single day. He's always in my corner throughout it all. You know, whether I'm sick or I'm injured or maybe I just had a really bad match or after a football game, a track meet, a really bad day at school, he's always there to help me. And as a teacher, he was my freshman Phi Ed teacher. So it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of games, and there's no amount of words that can describe how much he's done to me in my life and how much he means to me.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 100.5 ESPN.
Giannis going down the lane. Look out below. A big one-hand slam.
Brought to you by Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks fell to the 76ers in Philly on Tuesday night, but the big story came Wednesday morning as ESPN's Shams Charania reported that Giannis Antetokounmpo is ready for a new home and the franchise is listening to potential trade packages for the two-time MVP. Here is Charania on ESPN's NBA Today discussing the news.
Giannis is now ready and prepared for a trade from the Milwaukee Bucks, either at next Thursday's NBA trade deadline or in the offseason. Giannis and his agent Alex Saratsas have been very upfront with the Bucks organization about his desire to compete for a second NBA championship.
The Bucks return to action on Thursday night to take on the Washington Wizards in D.C.
This has been your Milwaukee Basketball Report on Madison's home for Bucks basketball, 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes, no more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or you just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis, well, not for long, or the deep threes from Miles Turner, and catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts, including the ESPN Wisconsin app. It took everything in me to not say Myles Garrett. Did you catch that?
I caught your little, I'm guessing that wasn't written, your little aside about Giannis. That's what made me chuckle.
No. Am I going to get in trouble for that? We'll find out.
I mean, I think it's...
Who's tattletale?
On the next edition of Bucks in 6.
It's probably better for you to acknowledge it than to just pretend like it wasn't there. I mean, we're all going to have to get used to it.
I tried to think of something like, you're not going to see his high-flying dunks because, like, he's hurt with a calf strain. But I couldn't think that fast, so...
What do you think? How long do you think it's going to take for Bucks fans to get used to a world without Giannis on their team? Because I think this is going to take a long time for people to come around to the idea of like the Herb Cole Bucks again.
Can I be honest? I think fans have kind of checked out.
They've checked out on him, like not wanting to be here.
The team they've checked out on.
So you think that they'll just continue to do what they're doing this season?
They're boring as sin to watch.
How many games have you guys really watched this year? And be honest, because I'll say like I think I watched that Knicks game early in the season, like the This Is My City game. That's the only one I can really remember.
I've not watched an entire
Oklahoma City
game.
more
I
than
have
I've
watched
the
minutes of a couple.
Yeah, I've watched them getting blown out on national broadcast a couple times. That OKC game a few weeks ago.
Which is why I count watching OKC more.
The Sixers game on Tuesday night was rough.
See, I don't finish those games.
Nuggets game.
Yeah, I go in with the intention, and then they get smoked, and it's like, all right, I'm out.
Oh, the Nuggets game where Giannis got hurt?
Yeah, it was at like 8:30 at night.
Yeah, that one I did not watch
because
it was 8:30 on a Friday. It's
yeah, the Bucks are barely beating. I don't know because they ended up losing that game like 110 to 112.
It's a close game.
They were like barely beating a team that didn't have freaking Jokic. They didn't have Murray. They didn't have anybody playing. They had all the bench guys playing for the Nuggets, and the Bucks still can't win.
And Giannis was
even
playing.
when Giannis was playing. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Bobby Marks from ESPN had this little piece out here we can kind of look at. He had the boxes that needed to be checked in a Giannis trade.
Okay.
Bobby Marks used to work for the Nets in the front office, so he is kind of their front office
It's kind of like
insider.
Mike Tannenbaum for basketball, if that makes sense.
So he said quality young players, controllable contracts, and expiring/movable salary. And so then he went into this that the teams that kind of fall into this. So draft equity and young players. The Warriors got 4 first that they can trade. The Heat have 2. Minnesota and New York cannot trade a first. So I'm already out on Minnesota and New York, right? If you can't get a first back in this thing, I'm out. Controllable contracts, that would give Miami an edge. There is Ware, who is, I think, a very up-and-coming, young, nice player. Like, this is the problem a little bit, Ryan, is someone who doesn't want him to go to the Heat. If you get 2 first and you get Ware and you get Jacquez, like that's a pretty good.
I mean, Jaquez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
Jacquez.
Jacquez?
He said Jacquez?
I did, yes. That's
Hi,
my bad.
Jaquez. Come on, what are we doing?
I'm just reading it here. My bad. Warriors have pods. Milwaukee.
Oh, my God.
Warriors have pods. Milwaukee does not have any young players.
Can you try to say Pod's name?
No.
Please?
I don't even know.
Please?
Podzinski?
Okay, that one's really tough. It's Podziemski.
Yeah, whatever. Get out of here.
The Polacks like those consonants.
That one wasn't even as bad as Jaquez.
Jaquez,
Yeah.
come on. You can't be like, I'm just reading here.
I'm just trying to get it's 5:53.
No,
Do you see Jose and
You're
go
Mr.
Jose?
NBA. Yeah, no
I
crap.
know who he is.
No,
He's
it's
the
like
young,
when I go to
he's
the grocery store.
Forward from UCLA. He was a first-round pick.
He was in the dunk contest. He was in the
Yes.
All-Star game. That's literally like when I go to the grocery store and I put in my husband's phone number for like our rewards program, and his name is Jose, and they go Josie, and I'm like, yeah, let's just roll with it.
That's
Josie.
It's a
You're right.
Starbucks pronunciation. Of
I
his name.
got it. Like my wife gets like people be like Tanya.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
All the time.
How?
I don't know. Tanya's not a name.
Have these people never lived like a day of life? Like,
Yeah, it is Tanya Tucker. Isn't that?
It's
isn't that
Tanya
a
Tucker.
person?
No, it's Tanya Tucker.
Tanya Tucker. But in that song by Gretchen Wilson, she says Tanya Tucker.
Well, it's Tanya Tucker though.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's like Bernard Berrien. That's Bernard Berrien, Braxton Berrios level right there.
Yeah,
That's
look, man, I'm owning it. I screwed it up. I know who he was. I said it wrong.
Yeah, this was worse than Braxton Berrios for sure.
That was the worst one. Braxton
No,
Berrios.
this is worse.
Translating Braxton Berrios to Bernard Berrien.
This is worse because it's literally in front of me. Bernard Berrien, I just pulled the wrong name.
Okay.
I wasn't
I'm
reading
surprised
it.
you didn't say Jamie Jaquez.
He didn't say the first name. Actually, he just
The
said
first name
Jackass.
is not
No, I know.
written. I'm just literally reading what is written here from Bobby Marks. So
Glad I never mess up. That's all I know.
Yeah, Molly's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Savage. Thank you. Make that a drop. Molly's perfect. You're right. Thank you.
Your point is a valid one, Jim.
Molly.
And then also expiring movable salary. So the other question I have here, so I was putting Nola to bed, and she's now a Giannis Antetokounmpo fan because I bought her some Antetokounmpo's
Great
stuff.
timing for her.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yes. So when I told her, she's like, what did you talk about on your show today? And I was like, oh, they might trade Giannis. And shockingly, she was very upset. And I was like, oh. She's like, can I still wear his clothes? I'm like, yeah, you can still wear his clothes. And then she's like, can I still root for him? And I was like, yeah. So I wanted to, are you guys going to root for Giannis when he gets traded?
I think we know Molly's answer.
I always said I was, but the way that he's handled this, it has probably changed my mind. It's kind of one of those things, though, that I don't know how I'm going to feel until it actually happens. That's kind of where I'm at. So depending on where he goes, depending who he becomes, because I think wherever he goes, he's going to change his personality, that's going to determine how I feel.
Okay. I was I feel like if he goes to Golden State, everyone's going to be super happy for him. Miami.
Bucks fans will be upset if he goes to Miami, but the general NBA public won't care.
Right, but I'm kind of talking most fans
Bucks
listening to
fans,
the show. 844-770-3776. You can chime in on that here. So I think Miami's a team that would turn people a little bit, but I think that
the Knicks would a little bit too for some reason, just because the New York, something about him going to
there's
New York.
an inferiority complex here.
There's something like that
in Wisconsin for sure.
Yep, that would be a
think
thing.
they're better than me?
Yeah. Yes,
yes, the Knicks in New York is better.
They are, unfortunately.
But the Warriors, it's almost like a little tip of the cap. All right, you go to another smallish market team compared to some of the others in the NBA.
It's like watching.
I think you're wrong in that, though, because I don't think everybody loves Curry either, though.
Who doesn't like? I feel like only haters don't like
pretty
Steph
well
Curry.
beloved.
Do you feel like there's going to be the mentality of Giannis is now ring chasing, though? Isn't that the whole thing with KD?
He's ring
going
chasing no
there?
matter what, really.
Yeah,
right?
but
I mean,
this is.
He is.
To your
but I'm
point,
just
Molly,
saying,
this is like the senior citizen. This is like the Cocoon version of the Golden State Warriors. Nobody gets that reference. That's my bad.
I know what a cocoon is.
No, but the movie Cocoon.
Oh, there's a movie Cocoon?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's my bad. Sorry about that.
We're not old, so it's fine.
I can't wait. Can't wait to do the show tomorrow with Molly. It's
gonna be
fun.
great.
Should be in person too. I'm gonna get my head shaved. She'll be super nice about it. This will be a good time.
Can't wait. Can't wait to be. Never mind. Too mean. Bye.
Oh my God, what was she gonna say that it was too mean? This is Jim Matt and Molly presented by Coors Light.